everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good today. So in today's video I have a Sephora testing makeup. So in this video I'm going to test out some Sephora makeup that I recently got. I got everything with my own money. I just wanted to put it out there. Sephora didn't send this to me. So yeah, I wanted to test out Sephora makeup because I know I do a lot of affordable makeup on this channel and you guys love it, I know that. But I still wanted to test out high-end makeup here and there sometimes, just because I want to give variety on this channel. I want to bring a little bit of variety, and I thought Sephora was the best brand to start out with, because even if it is a high-end makeup brand, it's not really like too high-end priced. Like for example, high-end products are usually fall under like 3,000 2,000 for one product, but on Sephora you get everything under 2,000, most of the things. So that's why I wanted to test out Sephora at first. So without further ado, let's get started. Also, if you are someone who's new to this channel, if you like the makeup and if you like the video and if you like the content that I post, you can hit the subscribe button. I post 4 days a week. So without further ado, let's get started. So everything that you see on my face, it's all Sephora. So I just got like 5 makeup products. I didn't want to get a lot of it because honestly I was like, a little bit skeptical. What if it doesn't turn out that great? And I don't want to spend my entire money on Sephora makeup. So I got only 5 products. So the first product here is this foundation. Now this is the Sephora Care foundation. I saw an ad on Instagram for this foundation and I was like, oh my god, it looks so good. I feel like this foundation is going to be my perfect foundation because it has that medium coverage, very good on the skin. It looks amazing on the skin. So that's why I got this foundation. Now this foundation, I will leave it on the screen. It retails for I think so around 1,500 and 1,200. I really don't remember the price of this. So yeah, this retails for 1,800. So yeah, it's a little pricey, but anyway, yeah, so I got the shade. I don't even remember the shade name. I don't know where the shade name is written here because I cannot find the shade name anywhere written on the packaging. So okay, this is 25N. So in our Sephora, like in Sephora India, there isn't a foundation shade match. So I went into other Sephoras and I typed in my MAC shade and everything, my Maybelline shade as well. So they recommended that I go for this shade in particular. So I went for this shade, but this is a little bit lighter on my skin tone. You can see I have swatched my MAC and my Maybelline on my skin, and you can see how both the shade looks like. MAC and Maybelline are a little bit darker and the Sephora one is a little light on my skin tone, but that's perfectly okay because once I blend it out, it honestly just suits my skin tone pretty well. I wish I got one shade lighter, but anyway. So coming on to the foundation, I feel like this is a very medium coverage foundation. It depends on how you're using it. For example, if you're taking a very little tiny amount, it can give you like sheer light coverage. But if you're taking a little bit more amount like I have today, it can give you a medium coverage. I really love this foundation so much, you guys. I really did like it. But I do think that I can dupe this foundation. It's not something, it's like, oh my god, the formula is so extraordinary, you guys need to go ahead right now and buy it. It's not like that. But as I was using this foundation for a couple of days, I did realize I really honestly did love this foundation. I don't know if I'm going to repurchase it or not. I might find a dupe of this in my collection. I'll try to, but if I cannot find a dupe, then I will tell you guys if it's worth it or not. For right now, I do think that this foundation is very good, looks very beautiful on the skin, gives you a very beautiful glow. I actually did set my foundation with the MAC this is the MAC Studio Fix powder. So I did set my foundation with the Studio Fix powder because I really am liking a little bit of that matte base on my skin, especially on camera. It looks much more better when I have a matte base on. So yeah, I did set it. But if you have dry skin, even if you have oily skin, you can set it and it's going to look something like that. But if you don't even set it, it's going to be very beautiful on the skin. So for the foundation, I really did like it. Now coming into the concealer, I got a concealer. Now the thing is, I got a shade that is way light for my skin tone, but since it is a concealer, I can use this like a highlighting type of a concealer, so it's not a big deal to me. So I got the Sephora Bright Future Concealer. So this is like a very smoothing and brightening concealer, and I totally agree to that name. It gives a very smoothing effect on my under eyes. It makes my under eyes kind of a little bit on the blur side. I don't know how it does that, but it totally totally, you know, goes by the name. It is very hydrating on the skin as well. It's not drying, and I think so it was definitely worth spending my money on this. It's not something I'm going to use every single day. If I would like to do a very minimal makeup, highlight my under eyes a little bit and go out the door, that is when I'm going to use this. And I can use this with my other concealers too. So this is like an additional concealer that I would like to keep in my collection to, you know, go with my other concealers, because sometimes, you know, heavy duty concealers can make my under eyes look too much. So this is when it's going to come in, and I can just pair it with my other, you know, full coverage or medium coverage concealers, and I can wear this with that alone. Also, you can see it looks pretty good. Even though the shade was a little bit lighter, I do think that it really helped to brighten up my under eyes. But if you have dark circles, a lot of dark circles, what you can do is you can use your regular concealer, and then you can top your concealer, the regular concealer you use to dark your high circles, you can top that off with this Sephora concealer, and I do think that it's going to give you that smoothing effect, and it's going to, you know, just brighten up your under eyes. So I really don't, again, I don't remember the price of this concealer, but it is under 2000, and I'll leave the price on the screen so that you guys can see. But I do think that yes, it is totally worth spending your money on. And I don't know if I have a dupe of this in my collection, because I do have a lot of concealers, you guys know that, but I honestly haven't tried anything like this in my collection. But I will definitely try to find a dupe if I can. But I honestly think that I am going to repurchase this once I run out of it. I love it so much. Next product I got here, if I had to recommend you guys one product from this entire haul that I got, it is going to be this particular product. So this is the Sephora, this is a liquid eyeshadow, and this is a very versatile product. Now when I talk about liquid eyeshadows, a lot of you guys would think, you know, shimmery eyeshadow or a satin type of eyeshadow. It's not like that. It is a matte eyeshadow, and the formula of this is very unique, I would say. I don't know why I haven't seen any people, like no one talk about this eyeshadow in particular. I don't know why, because it is amazing. As soon as I saw this eyeshadow, and I was like, oh my god, the color is so beautiful. I think the finish is also going to be beautiful, so I got it. And I got it mainly because I have a lot of shimmer liquid eyeshadows, you guys know that, but I don't have a liquid eyeshadow that is matte finish. So this is a matte finish, and that is why I got it. And you can totally see how beautiful it looks on my eyes. It gives a very natural shadow to your eyes. So if you are someone who likes that very quick, easy, minimal look, you're going to love this eyeshadow. You just need a very tiny amount of this. You can even blend this out with your eyes closed. Like you close your eyes, just blend it in a little bit, 1 or 2 times. It blends in, the color stays on. It doesn't make your eyeshadow look patchy. Even if you layer this eyeshadow, it looks very good. It is a very 2-minute eyeshadow look, I would say. Not even 2 minutes. It's going to take you just 1 minute to blend the shadow, and you have this beautiful natural effect on your eyes that looks very effortless, but also it looks very beautiful. It's going to make your eyes like pop out, like not pop out in a bad way, but like how I would put this, it's going to make your eyeshadow look 10 times more better. I think so. Getting a liquid eyeshadow that is matte, it's much more better, because it's not going to look powdery on your eyes. Also, the staying power of this eyeshadow is so much better than your powder normal eyeshadows. Also, if you use this eyeshadow, you can layer this up on top of your matte shadows like this as a base, and then on top of that you can go in with your matte shadows. So I just feel like it is a very good product. Also, I use this as my blush today. You can totally see it looks so beautiful as a blush too. And not only just as a blush, I use this as my lip shade. The formula of this is very airy. I feel like it's very thin, and it doesn't even feel like I'm wearing anything on the lips, on my cheeks, on the eyes, nothing. I feel like I'm not wearing anything at all. So if you want just a everyday, you know, product, there I would recommend this. I think so it was 1,800 1,200, around that price range. It is totally worth the money. It is totally worth it, especially if you are someone who's into minimal makeup, who likes, you know, very easy type of makeup. I do think that you're going to love this. I know I explained a lot about this eyeshadow. That is because I don't know how I can explain the unique formulation that this has. so that's why it's a little lengthy, you know, my explanations. But anyway, the next product I got here is the Sephora bronzer, and I got in the shade 03. Now this one was around 1,800, I think, so yeah, 1,700 for this bronzer. First of all, the packaging is beautiful. This is the beautiful, like, this is the most stunning packaging I have in my collection. So first of all, the color of this, don't get scared by the color. When I first saw this, I was like, oh my god, that's going to be a lot darker for my skin tone. But actually it's a very packed on powder, so it doesn't give you a lot of pigment on your face. It is a matte bronzer, and I do think that it just gives a very natural bronze on my skin. I did take the fluffy brush. This is the Wet n Wild brush that I you know, used as my bronzer brush, and I really do like this brush a lot for my bronzer. So I do think that even though it is a very matte bronzer, it doesn't make my skin look very matte or very powdery. It gives a very natural type of a bronze. Definitely it doesn't have any shimmer or doesn't even have that satin finish. It is purely a matte bronzer, but the formula is pretty good, I would say. I really did like this a lot as well. Now this one, I might find a dupe of this, not exactly the formulation wise. I know that I'm not going to find a dupe because this formula is also very unique, I would say. It is matte, but by the pen size you can see, like the pen color, you can see it is very dark, but on the skin it translates into this beautiful finish and this beautiful color. So that is why I really did like the bronzer as well. I do think that it is definitely worth it, especially if you are spending 1,700 on a bronzer. I do think that it is going to last you for a really long time, especially because it's not a very soft powder, so it doesn't have a lot of kickback on the pen, so it is going to last you for a really long time. So the last product I have here is the Sephora lipstick. Now this lipstick, I do think that it's beautiful on the lips. This is what I'm wearing on the lips right now. It's a very, you know, very standard type of a lipstick. There is not much uniqueness to this lipstick, I would say. I think it was for 1,200. It depends if you want to get a lipstick like this for 1,200. I do think that you can have other options as well. I will definitely try to find a dupe of this lipstick. This is in the shade, I really don't know the shade. I think it's in the shade 05. The shade is beautiful. It is a very beautiful nude. It is a cream finish. It is not a matte lipstick, I would say. So as a whole, I really did like the lipstick, but I don't know if I'm going to repurchase it, to be very honest, because this type of formulas are very easy to come by. So I do think that I can find a very affordable dupe in this lipstick collection that they have. So yeah, for the lipstick, I would say it's not a bad product, but it's not like it's undupable. It's not like that, you know. I do think that I can find some dupes in the drugstore or affordable category. So as a whole, the best product for me in this haul was definitely the eyeshadow. Amazing. The second best product was the concealer, I feel like, and I love the bronzer as well. I don't know, I really did like the bronzer. I don't know if I'm going to repurchase this or not, because I have a lot of bronzer. So even if I run out of this, maybe I'm not going to get it anytime soon. But for me, the bronzer was definitely a hit. Even the foundation, I did really like it, but I think so I can find a dupe of the foundation as well. And even the lipstick, I feel like I can find a dupe of this. But as a whole, I did like everything that I tested out. Nothing was like, oh my god, I spent my money on it and I don't like it. Nothing, you know, of that sort. I really did like each and every product I tried out. So I am excited to try out more products from Sephora. Let me know if you have tried out any Sephora makeup. What is your favorite? Because I would love to know that while I'm purchasing, you know, my next products from Sephora. I would definitely love to know that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it, and it's not like it's a necessity for you to go ahead and get these products. I tested them out because I really wanted to. So yeah, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.